This is my intro to our podcast, and what we'll be doing on this podcast is just kind of giving you a sneak peek of life as a small soap maker. And we'll be trying to do it bi-weekly and maybe kind of talk about some farm stuff, because we also run a little farm here, and kind of dive into soap making and other random stuff that's going around on the homestead. Well, today I'm going to be unmolding a new product. We haven't made a new soap. Me and Lynda haven't made one in probably a year, so we're super excited about this. We learned how to do this at the convention, the Soap Guild convention, and it's called graffiti soap. So this is a lavender scent, and we're really excited to see what I got here. This is my first one, and I don't even know if it's going to turn out right. So you could be witnessing an epic fail or a success. Well, so far it doesn't look too bad. It smells great. You can kind of see some of the confetti in it. The idea behind this type of bar is we'll take end pieces from when we actually cut the soap and then dry it. So now we have a product that you really can't use. So we'll chop that up into graffiti sized pieces. And then towards the end of the soap making process, we'll integrate it into the loaf. So let's get this thing cut and see what it looks like. These cutters are amazing. My first cutter was a hand cutter, and you literally had to measure and cut each bar and pray you got it somewhere fair. Now this, you just line it up and ginsu. And now that's the end pieces I was talking about. So each one of those is a dry end piece from another loaf. So these will go onto the drying rack. Let's see what we got. Well, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, it's a great bar, but I think I need to add a little bit more graffiti to the next one. This is a beta, so we'll be using it ourselves or giving it to some lucky friends. So to kind of speed it up a little bit, we run through all three loaves. Then they'll go to the drying rack. I'll dry and label them. Then I allow my soap to sit for at least 3 weeks. I mean, longer the better. Like these have been around for, I don't know, a month, but all the moisture evaporates out and they get rock hard. And that's what you want as a consumer. You don't want a soft bar. As soon as you put water to it, it's just gonna melt away and you're gonna lose money. Really excited though, these are gonna be great. I just gotta get the ratio of graffiti a little better. Then I'm gonna have a bar I'm proud of. Yeah, we bought this cutter, I think 3 years ago from Essential Depot out of Florida. Amazing company. I mean, I've literally cut probably, I don't know, might be exaggerating a little bit, but I would say 2,000 loaves through it. And what's great, if it starts getting loose, you just take a wrench, tighten it up, bam, back in the game. Wow, that was unfortunate. See, it's a great piece of equipment because I am hard on everything I own. If it can tear up, I'll tear it up. And so far, I haven't tore this up. And I like to let these sit in the mold for about 3 to 5 days. Get some nice and outer crust. So makes it a little bit harder on your cutter, but in my opinion, you get just such a smoother cut with the loaf super firm. I wish you guys could smell this. It's great. Lavender is one of my favorite. Whew, nice.
So how were the animals this morning when you went out?
Cold.
Were the chickens okay?
Yeah, everybody was great.
Did you get to see my babies?
Yeah. It's just when their waters freeze up overnight, they wake up and they can't get their morning drink, so then they're thirsty. Then it just causes chaos, because then they're exhibiting a pecking order over the water.
Oh, yeah.
So everybody picks some.
Did Spazzy come see you?
Yes.
Spazzy's one of my favorite chickens. We got her and she's missing one of her eyes, but she's Spazzy because she just zoops really quick around the coop, and she's lower end of the pecking order. So I just took to loving her the most, and she's really sweet. We hand feed her sometimes, well, a lot of times, but she's just really sweet. And then we have Hamry. He's one of our newest roosters. And
He's a freak of nature. He's so huge.
he's huge. He's beautiful, actually.
I don't know if it's been eating all that high protein egg layer food, but he is ridiculously large.
Yeah. And then also with the new batch of chickens or hens.
What we got here? Rose?
Yeah. We have Crookie, and I named her because one of her toes got broken, I'm assuming, when they were little, and it's to the side. So I just started calling her Crookie, and she's a sweetheart. She loves to come around and be held and be loved on, and we hand feed her sometimes as well. We hand feed all of them, but they're the most
Well, we hand feed all the ones that get picked on.
yes.
We're like anti-bully in the
coop.
So the ones that get bullied, we give them more attention than the others.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just hard not to.
Hard not to. Then we have one who we think she jumped and landed wrong on her left leg, and she broke it or pulled it out of socket. So we doctored her up maybe a month ago. I think it was a month ago. She doesn't have a name. She's one of our white leghorns, and so I took a tongue depressor, and then we wrapped her up so she could hobble on it. And I think it's getting better, so she can kind of hobble on it a little bit. But she's been doing great. She's super healthy. She eats and drinks as much as she wants. She even gets up and down the stairs to go up to the nesting boxes, and she's doing fabulous. And her leg is the joint or whatever was actually hurt is healing.
I can't believe she survived.
I know.
I mean, her leg was destroyed. She just got like an amazing...
And it just dangled. But now she's putting weight on it, and I think I'm going to take that off maybe this weekend.
She's getting around like a pirate.
Yeah, and if it turns out she needs additional help, I'll just rewrap it and put it on again. But she's doing so great.
It's amazing when you see certain animals that are just so resilient. And it's like she doesn't even realize she's injured. She's just like, oh, this is the new normal. Gotta be normal.
Yeah, absolutely.
She must be high on the pecking order too, because I don't see any of the other hens mess with her.
They don't. I haven't seen it either.
I think she's just a badass.
Yeah. Will you hand me the Timber mints when you get a second? Make some tea. Had to make some hot tea earlier. It was pretty chilly. We don't keep our house very hot just because there's no need.
A little comical today when I was down getting the pigs some fresh unfrozen water and give them a little feed, I can hear them grunting in their little, I don't know what in the world you call it, little nest we built them. We took cattle panels, bent them over with tarps on them, and then reinforced it with wood, and then threw a bale of hay in there when it gets cold. But they were just like humans that didn't want to get out of bed to go to work.
Little piggies.
Yeah, and they were, and then they realized, oh, we got to get up, and they came flying up the hill. It was comical.
Yeah, so we've had hogs for almost
2 years.
Almost 2 years, I think. And, well, they're really sweet, and we just haven't had the heart to get rid of them. And they're just pets at this point, I think. But they're comical, they're sweet.
It's easy to watch all these shows where it's like self-reliance, raise your own food. It's a great concept, but
it's hard to do.
When you get to the point to where you got to actually process this animal for food, that's where we haven't been excelling at.
Not yet.
Not yet. I mean, we can raise some amazing healthy animals, but
they're very healthy.
We just haven't caught on to the getting them in the freezer part yet.
Not yet. But we've only been in our house and living on the farm for, well, we're almost 7 months now. Almost 7 months, so.
And sitting on my couch in Virginia on my 1/4 acre subdivision, thinking about farming, I was like, that'd be so easy. So you can have all your own fresh everything.
I think it's easier said than done.
It's way easier said than done.
Although about a year ago, we did buy a third of a cow, but we didn't raise it. Our friends at Triple G Cattle Farm did, and it is amazing meat. I love it. And I don't have a problem with it. I know where my meat comes from. I'm very happy with it. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but we will. We will. We'll see.
Wow. Problem is, once you consume that type of beef, you can't really go back to grocery store beef. It's just, ugh.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you first started drinking diet soda, you had to kind of like get used to the horribleness of it. That's the same way of going back to store-bought beef.
Yeah, we didn't thaw out some ground beef. We were going to have some hamburgers. So Nick stopped at the store on the way home and got some ground beef from a store. And I have to say it was the worst hamburger I've ever had in my life. I'm not going to say where we got it from, but it was good ground beef, from the grocery store. But
I thought I'd be slick
eat
and
it.
not tell everybody, and everybody thought the meat was rancid. Like,
yeah.
What is wrong with the beef?
So
I had to come and...
There's a difference between, fresh, farm-raised ground beef, and store-bought. Tingle mints when you get a chance.
Especially the evidence of the eggs is just overwhelming. It's just, when you raise something with care, it shows. Our egg yolks are literally orange.
They're so bright and yummy. So much different than a lot of store-bought eggs.
But they are spoiled rotten too.
They're very spoiled. They're loved. They're happy.
I think I'm out of tingle. Ooh, got something. Spoiled.
All right. Well, we are just about done for our little wrapping session this morning.
I got a bunch of bars. Oh, I got shampoo bars to cut this morning.
We've got some more things to do this morning. We've got to cut bars. We've got to... Oh, excuse me. We were one string short with our cut.
No, we got some. Oh, from that.
From our cut today.
Got a couple hidden in there.
We did good. Yeah.
Well, I guess this is it for today. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the remarks below, and we will try to answer them to the best of our ability. We got roughly lots of hours of experience on soap. So soap questions are great. Processing your own meat questions are probably not the best.
No.
Have a great day.
All right. Bye, everyone.
See ya.